Hey guys, in today's episode, earn free emotes and free gems in Clash Royale. The teams participating in the Clash Royale World Finals are now locked in, and the community is starting to slightly get bored of Clash again. All that and more in today's episode of Clash Worlds. Hey guys, it's right here, and welcome back to another episode of Clash Worlds. In this weekly show, we take a look at the most recent announcements from the Clash Royale team, the hottest topics in CR eSports, as well as what's going on in the community. Then, we'll finish off the episode by breaking down the meta and featuring my off-meta deck of the week. If you're enjoying Clash Worlds, then please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified of every video that comes out. We're so close to hitting that 10K subscriber mark, guys. Also, go and check me out on Twitter. I'm pretty active on there now, so link will be in the description. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the first section, new in the arena. Firstly, a few new quality of life changes are confirmed to be coming in the December update. First off are some trade token quality of life changes. In this Reddit post asking to see how many of a card there are in a trade, Clash Royale responded, "We will have the technology next update." Now, they probably aren't just going to make this one change to trade tokens, so let's go over a few other changes to trade tokens that I think are all really good ideas. This includes adding trade tokens to quest rewards, making it so that you can send trades to specific members, and changing that darn request button color. Also, they are removing that annoying double animation at the end of each clan war. That is honestly some really great news, as it's honestly so annoying to have to wait so long after each clan war just to claim some rewards. Next up, a small new 2v2 challenge has once again popped up in the challenges tab. Again, I really like doing these small casual challenges, as they really do change up your gameplay and freshen things up. Keep these challenges coming, Supercell. Now that's gonna do it for new in the arena. It's time to check out the eSports update. The eSports update is a segment where we take a look at the new and rising pro players as well as recent eSports competitions. First off, earn free emotes with the coming of Clash Royale World Finals. Oh my god, this is crazy. So, what do? Create a Fantasy Royale team starting tomorrow in the Clash Royale eSports tab. What is a Fantasy Royale team, you ask? Well, it's a team of 4 world finalists that you put together yourself that you think will earn the most crowns throughout the world finals. By simply making a team, you're already earning yourself 4 crazy new CRL emotes. And if your fantasy team earns one of the top amount of crowns, you can partake in a prize pool of over 1 million gems. Oh my god, this is absolutely crazy, and I can't wait to make my esports team. Be sure to comment your Fantasy Royale team in the comments section below. This week, all CRL regions globally have finally finished, and we have these 6 teams that will be participating in the Clash Royale World Finals in Tokyo on December 1st. Let's go over them. From North America, we have the Immortals. From Europe, Team Queso. From Latin America, we have Vivokid. From China, we have Nova Esports. From Japan, we have Honos Esports. And from Asia, we have King Zone Dragon X. In my opinion, the 2 big underdogs will be Vivokid and King Zone, as I know pretty much none of the players on those teams. Definitely really excited to see what everyone brings to the World Finals. And next up, one of the OG Clash Royale pros has left the CR scene, C. McHugh. That's right, a few days ago, he unfortunately announced his retirement from Clash Royale. Man, this guy was honestly one of my favorites, especially throughout the CCGS season last year. Best of luck, Colin. Now that we're caught up with the most recent esports news, let's check out the rising rumors. On Reddit, Roku, Magura, and the one to rule it all made a super interesting idea for a freeze card rework. His idea? Make freeze not a 100% complete freeze per se, but one that decreases in its freeze effect over time. As you can see in this diagram, in the first second it is a complete freeze, and in the second second it's only an 80% slow, then down to 60% slow, and so on and so forth. I honestly think that it's a really interesting idea, and it won't be as dominating and level dependent on ladder with a full 6 seconds of complete freeze. Let me know what you think about this rework in the comments section below. Ooh, here's another idea by Odd Classic on Reddit to rework the bomb tower. It's nothing new, but how about just adding a death bomb to the bomb tower? I mean, it's a feature that is in the bomb tower for Clash of Clans, and it seems themed with the giant skeleton and the balloons, so why not? Next up, check out this completely amazing user interface rework made by Stupid Edits on Reddit. And this edit is not stupid at all. I mean, just look at this. It looks absolutely stunning and changes according to your arena. Personally, among these two ideas, I like the one on the right a little bit better, and he has a proposed setting for you to switch between the two layouts. Seriously, this looks amazing, and if the Clash Royale team really does something like this in the December update, it honestly freshened the game up a lot. Next up, a lot of the player base is once again starting to get somewhat stale in the game. Eric, a Clash Royale pro from Cloud9, tweeted out this: "We urgently need 15k tournaments, or something along those lines, to have something in-game that we can all get excited about again. Grand challenges are stale and not challenging anymore, 2k tourneys are just not worth your time, and ladder is 1 week a month, and war days is a 10-minute thing." I completely agree with this. I mean, honestly, like, there's so few 10k challenges out there, and again, just tournaments are just a feature that's honestly so lacking in this game at the moment. Now Nathan here has a different approach. I think in order for Supercell to truly improve the game, they need to improve the gameplay and engage the casual player audience first and foremost. It's the 99% of casuals that determine the future of Clash Royale. 15k tournaments for pros would be awesome, but I want something a little more inclusive. Personally, I agree with both approaches, and I think the dev team should do both. Host some 15k tournaments to liven up the pro community. Also, make the casual player base feel more cared about. This can include more casual challenges, a ton of quality of life changes, and so much more. Perhaps I'll make a video on some of these new features in the future, so stay tuned for that. Now that we've covered the trending topics in the community, let's go ahead and break down the meta. Along with the Electro Dragon and Barbarian Bale, Three Musketeers are actually taking this meta by storm. Grand challenges are dominated by Three Musketeer 12 wins, and it's honestly kinda crazy how effective they are. Now the reasoning behind all this? Lightning. Sure, lightning counters Three Musketeers really well, but what if you needed to lightning their pump? And what if you needed to lightning their Electro Dragon? Now, in addition to Three Musketeers, you've also got some minor, a lot of P.E.K.K.A, and a good amount of beatdown mixing in here and there. So that's the current meta for you guys. Now let's check out the off-meta deck of the week. That's right, in each Clash Royale episode, I'm going to be featuring one off-meta deck that works in the current meta. This week's deck was submitted by No Life, and it's a really interesting P.E.K.K.A mortar variation. This deck is a very control-oriented mortar deck with super solid defensive cards all smashed into a crazy deck. Once you make some massive positive trades on defense, complement your counter push with that mortar, and boom, you've got an extremely solid push. So, with all that out of the way, let's get right into a battle. Alright, so looks like this battle is going to be against Dragon from a clan that I'm going to refuse to pronounce because I'm going to butcher it. So good luck to this guy, and starting off this match, we're going to go ahead and wait to see what this guy does first. As I said earlier, this is more of a control-oriented mortar deck, and looks like he's going to go with some a Goblin Gang in the back, so of course, Ice Wizard behind the King's Tower is the play to go. So anyways here, Ice Wizard will take out those Goblins right there, hopefully stop as much damage as possible, and here, we're actually going to go a little bit more aggressive with the mortar. The only reason I'm doing that, and oh, look at that, he actually mistimes his giant, and the only reason, like I said, was I'm doing that is because I actually have the P.E.K.K.A in cycle. That way, in case he had a giant or a golem, which he did have in this case, I was able to just chop it up with my P.E.K.K.A. So anyways here, Goblin Gang to go ahead and just, you know, support a little counter push right there, and here, let's just go ahead and zap out all that stuff, and hopefully those Spirit Goblins can get a little bit of chip damage onto the tower. Mega Minion gets 2 hits on my right tower, but we're gonna actually take that left tower down to a 1768, so both towers are down about 1,000 hit points or so. So honestly, a really good start against a giant kind of beatdown deck right here. So anyways here, we're just going to go with an Ice Wizard in the back, and then we're going to go ahead and immediately follow up with a mortar again, because we have that P.E.K.K.A to be able to chop up that giant. This time he will get that giant down in time, but we're just going to use our P.E.K.K.A to chop that entire push up. That is a 9 elixir push taken out by 7, so obviously I will definitely take that. So here, let's go with the Goblin Gang to try and take out that Dark Goblin as soon as we possibly can. Kind of screwed up the timing right there. But you know, that P.E.K.K.A will also demand somewhat of a response. Now, I'm just going to kind of ignore that. Don't want to waste a zap on it or anything like that, just because there's honestly no point. If the P.E.K.K.A is going to go down anyways, just don't waste that 2 elixir. And now we're just going to actually save that elixir, put it in an Ice Wizard, and invest in another mortar push. So Ice Wizard down, we're going to go ahead and get an Ice Wizard down as we head into double elixir time, and then go ahead and get a mortar down. Now, he obviously has a giant in cycle. There's the giant, and here he's going to get some really nice fireball value actually as well. So yeah, let's just go in with a giant right there. Let's go with a Goblin Gang right here on offense. Let's go with an Electro Wizard in the opposite lane on defense, and that'll go ahead and take out the Mega Minion and go ahead and support our counter butcher here. So let's go with an Ice Spirit. Let's go ahead and cycle back to another mortar, guys, and let's see here. That mortar will hopefully take out that Dark Goblin, and maybe we'll get a little luck on the tower. Oh my god, the mortar and its slow hit speed will not hit that Dark Goblin, but I guess we're just going to have to try and kind of outcycle him, outcycle his giant, and cycle back to a mortar as soon as possible. Mortar actually gets a hit onto the tower. Let's go, guys. And we're going to go ahead right here. Let's see here. So just get an Ice Wizard in the back. He definitely has to spend a lot of elixir defending, so we're going to take that time and actually cycle back to another mortar. Here we go. P.E.K.K.A will take out that Goblin Gang. Mortar's locked onto the tower, and let's just spam everything right there. We're going to try and DPS down that giant as soon as we can. Giant is just getting vaporized, and that mortar is getting so much damage onto the tower. Just one more hit. No. Okay, well, whatever. Tower's down to 627. We're just going to go ahead right back in with another mortar. Let's go in with a Valkyrie to tank for everything right there, and yeah, there we go. Mortar's locked onto the tower. There's really nothing this guy can do, and there we go. That's going to be GG. Mortar just needs to get 2 hits on the tower, or the Valkyrie will go ahead and finish that off. So GG right there. As you can see, beating a really solid giant kind of beatdown deck right there, and he didn't really do too much to our towers. So yeah, there we go. That was the off meta deck of the week. I definitely recommend you guys give this deck a try, as it's really effective, and honestly, it's actually really fun to play. If you want to submit your own deck to be featured, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I've got time for in today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.